Egotastic FunTime.
Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to the Talking the Orville live pre-show explosion on Egotastic FunTime. Tonight, we're gonna have a great time getting ready for the all-new upcoming episode of the Orville, Deflectors, which begins to air in just 1 hour from now in many time zones. This episode is directed by Seth MacFarlane and written by David A. Goodman, and unlike previous episodes this season, it's been completely shrouded in mystery. There's no plot synopsis, no leaks, no clue as to what may or may not be happening in Deflectors, because apparently it's a big to-do for the season. But what I do have for us to enjoy are a myriad of production stills from tonight's episode, a teaser for us to watch, and a couple theories as to what might be going on from the mind of JP. Tonight's episode has Jessica Szohr taking the lead, and a huge surprise cameo is going to be coming up in this episode, you guys. But first, let's say hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Finally, a brand new episode of the Orville. we had a rerun last week. We still streamed. We had a great time with the 20K subscribers celebration, and talking about our love for the Orville. But it just isn't as exciting as when there is a new episode just minutes away, 59 minutes away if I do my math correctly. But let's say hello, you guys. Let me rearrange some stuff on my screen so I can get you your comments closer to my face, because that's where I like them, right in my face. Just Jaloja your comments all over me. And let's see if YouTube tells us who's here. YouTube is not doing a good job tonight. ATX Tube, B Retro Gamer, Carlos Sanchez, Dr. Scott, Giles, Eccleston's Angel, Eric, he, him, Azel. See, I remembered Eric. I remember things. James Dodd, Joel Diaz, Michael S. Carter, Nelson, what's up? Rob Crawford, Cheyenne, JP's #1 fan, exclamation points. Now, that's all YouTube tells me, so I'm going to go to the comments here and see if I can call out some names. Banancos, Dion, Mark Graff, Layton, Ron Cook, Geo Law, Mr. Bellamy, Joel Diaz, Meckham Random 42, what's going on? Wade Smalling, Star Trek Nitpickers, JLP, Slime E101. Did I say hello to James Dodd? Hello, James Dodd, if I didn't. Original Therios, Garney-licious. Oh, there's so many of you. Jason Young, Heather Bell, Benjamin Jones, Paz McGraw, Zagreus 414, Red 5, Porkins, Eric with a K, what's up? Newsly 7K, I'm not going to get to everybody, I'm sorry. But I love each and every one of you. Hey, Aaron Hall, how's it going? Arisa Ann, But the Cat, Rod Pruitt, you guys are wonderful. Shooter McGavin, never going to forget Shooter McGavin. Ron Mexico, or Ron Mexico, yo. Don't mind me, Newski79, Peter May. I can't stop reading the names. There's so many of you. Jesper117, Gustavo Esmeraldo. Hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so tonight, sorry for everyone that I missed. Tonight we have a brand new episode of the Orville, and we're all wondering, hey, the last new episode, Happy Refrain, was wonderful. It was amazing. Gave us so much to talk about, so much to be excited about. How are they going to do it tonight? Here's the thing. Like I said, this episode is a mystery. I have some ideas. I have some stills we're going to look at. I can pick out some things out of that. I think it's going to go either one of two ways, and we'll talk about that. I'll show you. And we're going to watch the trailer right away, because it's a quick trailer. It's a teaser. It probably has a couple seconds of footage of that's actually in this episode. But we'll get that out of the way so we can talk about it. But also, I want to, tell you guys, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Ah, there you go. You can hug my donkey anytime. And then I have another one, but apparently it's not showing up. Pictures, stop it. Hold on, you guys. I got another one. Technical difficulties of my love. Ah, there you go. My heart will never be silent for you, because you guys are awesome. Oh my goodness! So what do you guys? Hey, thanks the Canley. We figured this out, and I lost it all again. The Canley. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey JP, finally have a sci-fi show my wife loves. Really enjoyed the last episode. That one hooked her. That hooked a lot of people. And tonight Well, it's already over now, but today, earlier today, for us, tonight for them, last night, no. I don't know how time works in the world. The UK got a Happy Refrain today. So, hey, if there's any UKers here, you know, there's not going to be any spoilers for the episode that you're probably not going to get for a week or two. So hang out tonight and just be super pre-excited for, this is your pre-show. The Canley again, thank you so much. Kane, the Canely, the Awesomely. That's that, you know, I'll just have to call you super awesome. The Kane Lee. Slimy 101 says Happy National Singles Awareness Day. We are aware of the singles. Rob Crawford, thank you so much. Hey JP, I'm a patron too. Happy V-Day, JP. Thanks, Rob. Double thanks. Thanks for my super chat. And thanks for my Patreon. The link's down there for any of you guys that want to help me take over the world. And we'll all be ego paintings together. And we will ride forth on our horses across this planet. And make sure everybody's having an egotastic fun time. Links are down there somewhere. Patrons, now that I'm gonna be having time soon, I'm gonna have more time not only to make more content, I'm finally gonna be able to concentrate on doing more weekly stuff just for you Patrons. So thank you guys very much. Thank you, Samuel Mum. I appreciate all your patronage. I'm going for it. So let's watch the trailer for tonight's episode, because I'm very excited about this episode, even though I of all people, the Orville Evangelist, don't know much about it. But I do want to get this trailer going. Let me turn off my music. Trailer, ready and action.
Malloy, don't be cocky.
Yes, sir. Dumbing it down.
In 2 weeks, the Orville returns with all new
I'll get there,
adventures.
Joel. Thanks for reminding me.
Surface for human biosigns. Oh my god.
This has to be the most insane thing that's ever happened on this ship.
The Orville, all new.
We've had a lot of other insane things happen. Thank you very much, Talla. You're new. And Joel reminded me that I didn't do the sound effects. I always forget the sound effects. Here's a great example. Leandra Lima. What? Chaloja! Thank you so much. Long-time watcher, first-time contributing. I appreciate you jumping into the channel wagon, meaning I think you're great for quitting. Supporting you for the Roddenberry-like heart you like the heart you have. Roddenberry-like heart you have. There we go. I just need a Roddenberry-like way with the ladies. No, just kidding. I'm fine in the lady department. No, I don't want too many ladies. Sorry. You ladies are hard to keep track of because I'm just a dummy. And I got a lot of Star Trek and Orville to watch. But thank you very much, Leandro. And thanks you guys for listening to my little Valentine's Day rant right there about the ladies. Appreciate that. It's all great. Yeah, we're almost to 2,500 subscribers, Slime E101. I appreciate that. Pointing that out. We're getting there. We're just probably a few minutes away from getting that. The goal is to get that silver play button. I really don't care about a silver play button, but you know, it's a goal. We'll get there eventually, especially since we're going to be expanding to The Expanse Season 4. When that hits, I'm going to be doing some updates as I have my experience through The Expanse. I'm hoping to get Season 1 done this weekend as far as watching it goes, and then we'll talk about it. Season 2, we'll talk about it. And, anytime I get excited throughout in the middle of a season, I'll check in with you guys. But yeah, we're doing The Expanse. We got it all going. Aaron Hall, thank you again. Oh, you get a... Aaron Hall says, you rock, JP. What's the name of the tune you use for the background music? We'll love to grab that as a ringtone. The one that's playing right now, I believe, is called Frontier by Dr. Vox. Just go on the YouTubes. I'll be getting the website and everything all done up. I'll have this, because you guys ask about a lot of my songs that I use, so I'll put those up, links to them, as well as recordings of, my outro and all that stuff, my theme song. Jim Billings.
Egotastic FunTime.
Oh, we could do better than that.
Give me all your money.
Oh, we could do better than that. Classical. Thank you so much, Jim. $10. Glad I found your channel. Now I'm egotastic too. Oh, that's the goal, is for us to all have an egotastic fun time. And it's going to get more egotastic actually starting tonight. I'm not going to tell you why, but tonight it's going to start, at least for me and then it'll be a little bit sooner for you. And then next week I go part-time with the job that I am quitting for 2 weeks, and then so I'll have more time to put stuff out next week. And then March 1st we go full-fledged Egotastic FunTime, you guys, and it's going to get crazy. I don't even want to tell you how crazy it's going to get because I don't know yet, but it's going to be crazy. Oh, Shooter McGavin.
That's what I'm talking about right there on that boom.
Thank you so much. Stuck waiting for the I-80 eastbound to open in Wyoming, but at least I have my ego fixed, followed by some new Orville. Oh gosh, I'm so excited about tonight's episode. And we're going to look at some stills here because I don't want to go too late. You know, I say this every time, but hopefully the pre-show will be done about, 8:15. That way we don't get too far into the episode, so that way we take away risks of spoilers coming through the chat. And for me, I don't want spoilers. I want to, when I watch the episode after we're done here tonight, because I'm going to watch it tonight. How about that? I want to be surprised. But even when I know stuff's going to happen, I'm usually surprised because the show is so great at, doing something I expect, but they do it in a different way that I didn't expect. And then my mind goes boom, boom. That's what I'm talking about right there. So yeah, let's look at some of these pictures here, you guys. All right, so tonight I do know that Talla is going to be like the main lead of the show, supposedly. That's what I hear from Seth MacFarlane's social media. So she's gonna, it's gonna be about her. We don't know what, but she's gonna save the day, I guess, or be in charge of saving the day, which is basically her job anyway. She's just doing her job. Okay, now this is gonna be. I mentioned this. I'm really looking forward to see how we saw that her, Kelly, and Claire are starting to have like a little girl group of friends. But I was interested to see how she's going to fit in with the mess hall scenes. So we're going to find out tonight. We got the bromance here. Speaking of Valentine's Day, Brolentine's Day. We got Gordon and John, and then of course Isaac, who's riding high in love. Can't wait to see some updates on him and Claire, by the way. This is just people looking cool. We got Talla and Kelly. They look like they're looking pretty high up. I don't know why they're looking so high up. Might be the Mocklins, because we do have some Mocklins in this episode. Okay, now in this episode, Kelly is going to be receiving a cookie basket. I don't know if they're going to be playing the Valentine's Day thing. Happy Refrain would have been an excellent Valentine's Day episode. So I don't know if this is a Valentine's Day gift basket or just another type of gift basket. I don't know if Ed's giving this to her or if it's Cassius. That's a lot of cookies, I'll tell you that. Alright, so here are the Mocklins. This is actor Kevin Daniels, who's playing a Mocklin. I don't know his relationship. Real quick, we'll get back to Kevin. Thank you so much, Rip93 Ford. You get a... No, we already did that. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you so much. Hey, JP, what a coincidence. You're streaming the same night as the new episode of the Orville. How crazy. I know. It's nuts, huh? I can't believe it. All right, so we got Kevin Daniels here. He's playing a Mocklin. We got some... casual wear for Mocklins going on here. I don't know what this situation is. I don't know what the relation between Bortus and this gentleman is, if there is one at all. But they're both dressed for going out and partying Mocklin style. And then, of course, an awesome, Kelly and Ed on the bridge being cool. Okay, this is obviously Isaac just said something a little bit disturbing or a little too, curt or a little TMI. I'm wondering if it has to do with his relationship with Claire. Bortus just looking awesome. You know how you do. More of that, got a little bit of that thoughtfulness going on look here. Don't know what's up with that, but we're going to find out. Alright, so this is when things get crazy in the episode, and this is where I have two theories, but before we get to the theory, I have to say thank you so much, Agrius414 or Agrius414. Do it again. Claire and Isaac are so awkward but super cute. They really are. And there's a lot of great fan art. Oh, I should have downloaded some of the fan art going on with those two. Okay, so here's the interesting thing here. This is like a 1940s New York, you know, brownstone area type of setting. Okay. So I don't know if they're going back in time or what. We got, you know, bar and restaurant, you know, the brownstone steps in New York. There's a bar. And I have lots of questions about this. All right, see, there's a nice little 1940s or it could be 1930s car. It's in America, the U.S. of A. Now, here's one theory I have. I think it might be a holodeck program because, you know, this looks like the New York setting, and this looks like a holodeck panel for, you know, so they can fix stuff. In the, you know, they need Isaac to fix it. So this might be a stuck in the environmental simulator episode, or they might be going back in time. But if they're going back in time, why aren't they wearing, you know, back in timey clothes, right? So I'm thinking this is going to be a holodeck episode, kind of like the Big Goodbye from season 1 of TNG. I think it was like, I don't know, middle of the season, episode 11, 12, something like that. And, you know, more back in time. Got a tree, you guys. Happy Arbor Day. And I think that's my last pick. Yeah, now we're back to the beginning. Hey, thank you so much, Lance Wright. Guess what? You're getting a... I don't know what this one does. It's not doing anything. My sounds aren't working. Oh my god, you guys, we're broken.
Egotastic.
There we go. Oh, technical difficulties. Thank you so much, Lance Wright. Lance Wright says, thanks for the Twitter love. Now, Lance, I shared his pick. He sent me a pick. He bought the Seth Trek shirt. Links are down below. It looks great. Thanks for sharing that pick, actually, Lance. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your super chat. Anytime you guys, you know, get one of the shirts, take a picture of it, send it to me, and you'll get some Twitter love or, you know, somewhere love, Patreon love, Facebook love, YouTube love. It's all love because it's Valentine's Day. And there's I also have the long sleeves available now. One of you guys wanted the long sleeve, so that's down there too. And then yes, let's see what you guys are talking about. Concerned onlooker says, ugh, I hate holodeck episodes. How's the holodeck going to put the crew in danger this week? Well, we haven't. Well, I love holodeck episodes, but you know, you can't have too many of them where they're putting in danger. Now, so far, the Orville has utilized the environmental simulator very well. They're using it like, you know, a tool, like, you know, they're learning how to date, or they're, you know, getting jiggy with it, you know, which is pretty much the only thing anybody would really do in real life with that thing. But we haven't had oh, we're stuck in here, or there's danger, or, you know, something like that. The protocol, whatever, the shields are down, and you can get hurt in the holodeck. My brain had a brain fart, you guys. So we haven't had that yet, and we don't know if that's what this is going to be. Oh, we had a little bit of that in the Primal Urges, but that was because there was a virus. Bordis downloaded a virus onto the ship using the holodeck, the environmental simulator, but that's different. So we'll see what happens. Like, if they went back in time, because I know there is a time travel episode this season, I just don't know if this episode is that episode. Also, it could have been, you know, Scott Grimes being a little cheeky that it's a time travel episode, but it's not really time travel. But you never, it's a environmental simulator thing. But we'll find out. We'll see. Eccleston's Angel says, danger, JP, danger. Mr. Bellamy, the holodeck will take over the ship this week. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be time travel because there was that panel, or it looked like a panel. And they're not wearing costumes. You'd think they'd be, you know, trying to fit in. Safety protocols, Thomas Logue says, thank you. Paul Sommerhalder. Moriarty comes to life magically. Robert J. Hamilton, good day, JP, checking in. Well, thanks for checking in, Robert J. Hamilton. Now, there's a big guest this week, a cameo. I don't know how big the cameo is. Like, I don't know if there's any lines or, you know, there's probably a line somewhere. But apparently there's some big cameo. Seth MacFarlane posted about it on Twitter, saying that there's a, you know, big special guest star. See if you can find them. So it says them, or no, him. He said him, so it's a male. I don't know if what actor it is, or, you know, it might not even be an actor. It could be Neil deGrasse Tyson playing an alien. You never know. So in tonight's episode, when you're watching it, keep your eyes peeled. And then if you see it, let me know, because just in case I miss it, I do not want to miss it. Because, you know, if I got to talk about it, right? I got to talk about it sooner than later. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. And if I don't find whoever it is, my first watch, I'm going to scan through until I find out who it is. Oh, thank you so much, Sundrop Puddleton. Appreciate you. Oh, Frozen Owl. Jaloja, everyone. A virus will cause hologram-only communication. Man, I don't know. That sounds cool. Hologram-only communication. So that means you can only communicate through the environmental simulator. I don't know what that means. It can mean a lot of things, and I love all the things that it can mean. So thank you, Frozen Owl. Yeah, Zephyr Chan says Ted Danson's already guest starred. Yeah, and Ted Danson, I believe, is going to come up again in the episode directed by Jonathan Frakes, which I think is coming up here in just a couple episodes. Now, I don't know. I think it might be a fun cameo. It sounded like the tone. Of course, you know, when it comes to what people put on the internet, the tone is all up to you. You're putting your own tone on it. But I had a fun tone to it when I read it. So I'm thinking it could just be some visually famous person that we're like, oh, that's them. I don't even know if they have a line. But apparently it's a big enough of a deal where he posted about it on Twitter, and he doesn't post much. So I'm very excited to see. Oh, Eccleston's Angel, please don't even say that. It's Patrick Stewart. Oh, that would be amazing. Now, since we will be running, this show will be running while the Orville's playing a little bit, airing a little bit. If you see who it is, please don't put spoilers in the chat. I want to be surprised. Do it for me, you guys. Samuel Mum says, correct. Frakes equals Danson, so there might be a bigger spot. Yeah, I think it is going to be bigger. I think this is going to be something that we haven't even heard of yet. Nothing is leaked about it, so I'm very interested to see who this is, because why else would he talk? Would he post about it? Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says, I bet it's Marina Sirtis. It's not. First off, it's a him. I know for a fact it's a him. And Marina Sirtis is playing a pretty good guest spot in the Jonathan Frakes episode coming up. It might be starting in the next episode next week, which is called Identity Part 1. But I don't know if Jonathan's episode is the two-parter, though I kind of feel it is, because he was shooting his episode for a very long time when they were shooting this season. Samuel Mum, yeah, Tim Russ is also scheduled this season. I believe it's also in the Jonathan Frakes episode, because he was wrapped around the same time Jonathan Frakes was directing. Now, Tim Russ actually got back to me a month or so ago. He said that he believed his episode was airing February 28th, but I think there's been some scheduling issues, because right now there is nothing scheduled for February 28th, at least not officially, but there used to be. And so he was claiming it was that episode, so maybe he's in part 2 of the two-parter. But also, I don't know if they're going to do another break, because next week is the two-parter, Identity Part 1, so the next one will be Identity Part 2. But it's not officially scheduled. It doesn't have an air date. So I don't know if they're going to have another week or 2-week break, because it's a two-parter. They would usually, you know, most shows when they have a big two-parter, they make you wait a week, right? Just to build up suspense. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, Moonshine Pony. That's another ultimate one right there. Well, William Shatner's still alive, isn't he? He could wheel in. Now, wouldn't it be great if they actually got Will Shatner to do it, like, just to play an alien in the background or something like that? They didn't actually give him a role, but you could tell it's him. That would be amazing. Agrius414, thank you so much. Oops.
Egotastic FunTimes.
Miss Halston, but loving Jess. Oh, you miss Halston, but you're loving Jessica. What do you think? I miss Halston as well, but I'm very much digging Jessica. I dig her even more as far as character-wise goes, as far as being part of the crew goes. But still, it's early. We've seen her. We've seen her be awesome. She's experienced. She don't take no shiz from nobody. She'll punch you in the face if she has to. She gets along with the ladies, which is great. So they have like a group of friends, which I really like. Tonight we're gonna, apparently she's the lead in this episode. We're gonna learn a lot about her tonight. So tonight will probably be the night where we figured out, hey, if we were on the fence, we're gonna figure out if we really like Talla or if we don't. So that's another thing I'm excited about. Ron Cook says, how about George Takei? That would be another amazing one. Oh my. Yes, and to give him lots of musculature. Hey, Axonar's here. What's going on? Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow night on the Axonar channel, we are doing another crossover event. I'll be guesting on the Axonar live stream at, I think, 7 p.m. Tomorrow night, and we're going to be talking about the Orville. Because what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the Orville, and of course we'll talk about Star Trek as well. Because there's lots of Star Trek stuff to talk about. Jesper117 says, more believable as a security chief like Odo on Deep Space Nine and Worf. Yeah, I believe I just feel that she is more what the ship needs as far as like a security chief goes. Loved Alara, but yeah, the greenness, while it was very interesting, I want someone to be like, hardcore, like Worf. So far, Talla is a little bit more along those lines for me. Samuel Mum says, 7 p.m., what time zone may I ask? No, you may not ask. You're just going to have to guess, buddy. 7 p.m. Eastern. No. 7 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If I'm wrong, correct me, Axonar. Axonar says, yep, 7 p.m., but it might be, that's my time zone. That's my time zone. I'm in the middle. They're on the other, they're on the left, the right sea. There's the left sea, the middle sea, and the right sea. But the middle sea has no sea. At least not where I'm at. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern, Axonar says. 7 p.m. Eastern. Eastern-tastic fun time. Oh, don't mind me says Avery Brooks would be cool too. Yeah. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, we've been wanting to see Avery Brooks play like a love interest or a ex love interest to Claire, because that would be awesome. To reverse their relationship from DS9. But the cat says Talla is exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, me too. We talked about it when she first premiered. I was very worried about how she was going to be, and then very happy after the episode where she premiered. What was that? All the World's Birthday Cake? Yeah. And I was very happy I was like, yes, she is exactly what we needed. And if she wasn't, she looks similar as far as build and hair and all that stuff to Alara, but very different character. Mr. Bellamy says Avery Brooks is wacky nuts. I can't argue with that. Have you watched the Captain's documentary? He's an interesting dude. Definitely a thespian in his own right there. Ooh, Eccleston's Angel says Michael Dorn is a Mocklin. That would be awesome. Probably be a little too on the nose, though. Let's get Michael out. Let's get Michael in space and out of makeup. He deserves it after all of his years of you know, putting that stuff on. Frozen Al says, wouldn't it be great if Q could cameo? He's clearly powerful enough to jump universes. Yes, he is. We won't see Q, I guarantee you that, but John Delancey would be an amazing cameo. But, you know, I also like it when they go against type. You know, you get a character that's like, oh, you know, he's the Q type character, but then you have him play, you know, somebody, you know, down, no confidence. Have him play a Reginald Barkley type character. Shazackle says Jeffrey Combs as a Krill. Oh, yeah, it'd be good to get General Strand on the show. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs on the show would be amazing. And I would protest if he didn't play some sort of alien. He has to play an alien. Moonshire Pony says maybe Axanar can do something like write fan names of contributors on set pieces for Axanar once they wrap and sell off the pieces. They look impressive. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Axanar says Q would have to be named U. QU. Oh man, Frank Alfani says Michael Dorn deserves a spot with a chair. Heck yeah. Jason Young says mirror universe versions of the characters. Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that while I was setting things up. I'm like, okay, we've done a tiny bit of time travel. Not really. We went to the 29th century for a hot minute and then turned around and came back. You know, they do some fun stuff in the environmental simulator, especially tonight. I think, pretty sure it's environmental simulator stuff. But yeah, are they going to tackle the mirror or multiverse type scenarios in the show? That's always a fun topic. Mirror universe, alternate universe type stuff. You know, that's always been one of my things that I've loved. You know, like sliders, things like that. So hopefully we'll see if they even tackle that. We've done the second dimension. Let's see if we do the fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh dimension. Oh, good reminder, Frozen Al. Man, only 28 minutes. It seems like the stream just started. Well, we will go a little bit over, but I don't want to go too far over because then it leaves the opportunity for too many spoiler alerts to come through. But also, you know, also that means I can start watching it sooner and start getting my review prepared sooner. Ah, JLP, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Isn't tonight's episode going to be time travel? JLP says. It's either, we don't know for sure. It's either going to be time travel or it's going to be environmental simulator stuff. I don't know either way. Though, in the pictures that we looked at, it looks like they're in New York in the 40s or 30s. Gangster time, maybe. So it might be the 30s. And but they're not wearing, they're wearing their uniforms. They're not wearing costumes to blend in. And it looks like there was a panel on the wall, so it might be an environmental simulator type situation. Zephyr Chan says, I want Mark Jackson or Mark Alamo. Sorry, I don't know that last one there. To be my Valentine. Get you some of that robot stuff going on. Don't forget to bring a can of oil. Stephen Klein says they should have Jerry Springer play Jason Alexander's friend's character. Olix. Sorry, I'm just making sure we don't get anything. Yeah, everybody's loving Jeffrey Combs' idea. Now, I don't know, like, if they're going to... The Orville is great at, you know, using all these Trek actors and Trek guest stars from back in the day. We don't really get them on that other show, that other sci-fi show, but the Orville's doing a great job with it. Lance Wright, thank you so much.
Boom, bitch!
I appreciate that. Make us proud. Jaloja. Jaloja, everyone. Axonar says, I want Spaceball references. Yeah, that's, I mean, we get great references on the show, but there are some references missing. Last season, we did get a Doctor Who reference and a Star Wars reference. This season, we've been getting, you know, like Indiana Jones references. I think we've gotten a couple so far, in a couple different episodes. Cheyenne's JP's #1 fan says, thank you so much for your content. I have such an egotastic fun time watching. Also love this sci-fi community. Yeah, now, you know, I jump in and out of different communities. You know, Star Wars community, I pop in a little bit. Star Trek, I pop in a lot more. And then the Orville community is way above as far as just like hospitality, niceness, constructive, not only criticism, but just really great conversations. Everyone's great with, you know, listening to what other people have to say or what they think. I mean, it's been amazing so far. And that's one of the reasons I noticed it right away when the show first started and people started talking about it. I'm like, whoa, there's something different going on here. So I jumped on. I'm like, I want to be a part of this thing. Josh Bowler, thank you so much. Thank you. Don't you think a Happy Refrain would be a perfect episode for tonight, for Valentine's Day? I do. That was my first thought when I was watching it. I was like, oh man, they could have, you know, made it one episode later and had that be the Valentine's Day episode, but maybe there's some Valentine's stuff going on tonight. Agrius 414, you're going to get the little bit heavier version. Could we get Scott Bakula this season? Oh man, that would be great. That would be great. I hope, you know, the Orville does it great with these cameos, and we love them. We love them because, you know, the Orville, though the Orville is its own thing, it's you know, lives up to, you know, what we would hope, you know, a Star Trek type show, you know, would be, at least elements of it. And they're doing all these great cameos. Now, if they finally announce season 3, I'm hoping they, like, not only double down but triple down on, because that's when they know, hey, we got something, we got this, we got power, we got the power. So you know, I hope they just really go forward with putting even more cameos and like longer, bigger parts, not, you know, just a little line here or there. I know that I'm pretty sure Marina Sirtis's part is supposed to be, you know, a lot bigger. I just wanted to play it again because I love that. Eccleston's Angel says, I wouldn't mind seeing Connor Trenier on the Orville. Yeah, he'd be great. There, you know, there's a lot of people on Enterprise. You know, they don't get a lot. They're not as well known by the larger fan base because, you know, that show, you know, wasn't on as long or wasn't as popular, even though I love that show. So there's a lot of actors that would be great. And they deserve a little love. Yeah, even Travis Mayweather. Let's put him on, too. He deserves a little love. Samuel Mum says, I very much voted for a Brent Spiner cameo. Or for the first time, a major role. Brent Spiner would be great. I don't think we're going to be getting him this season. But if they announce that 3rd season that it's coming, I think they're going to start, you know, getting even bigger names. Lance Wright, thank you again so much. Thank you, Lance. I just love your show. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It still amazes me that you guys tune in, and we're going to be getting crazy. You know, we're going to be getting crazy as soon as I'm done working my job. You know, I got off work today, rushed here and started setting things up so we can get this going and have an egotastic fun time. And so tonight, you know, I have it set up. I'm going to be watching the Orville tonight. I can't believe it. So I'll be watching the Orville. I'll be watching the new episode of Discovery. And, you know, put Discovery on the back burner a little bit. I got to start getting work done on the Orville ASAP. So I'm going to be up tonight a little later than usual. You know, getting a little head start on the Orville review. I hate having you guys have to wait until, you know, Mondays for me to put stuff out, to put the review out. I'd like to have it, you know, late Friday or, you know, midday Saturday. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that this week for the first time ever. Dr. Scott Giles says, the Orville Egotastic community is beautiful. It really is. Brian Zahn says, what about Joe Piscopo? Man, is Joe Piscopo still alive? Let me know in the comments below if Joe Piscopo is still alive. Mr. Bellamy says, the Orville is the best part of Trek where no one is afraid to have fun. Yeah, they're regular people. That's what I love about it. It's one thing I'm liking about, well, it's different. The Expanse, what I like about The Expanse is it seems like a more realistic version of what, you know, space travel would be like 200 years from now. Not so slick and not so, you know, though you never know. We might get awesome. Humanity might get awesome enough to make it all slick. Now I'm just making sure, because some people got the episode a little early, so I'm just making sure we're not getting any spoilers. There's no spoiler about this. Dr. Scott Giles says, Gordon is my hero. That's the case. Every episode, that's the case. Gordon is always my hero. Caleb Richardson, do you watch Krypton on Sci-Fi? No, I wanted to. I just haven't had Sci-Fi. I think I got Sci-Fi now, but I didn't have it when it started because I cut the cord forever ago. But I think Sci-Fi's got a pretty cool app. They let you watch stuff, don't they? Pretty sure. Well, anyway, you know, working my full-time job and doing Egotastic FunTime, I've had to pick and choose the shows that I watch. But now that I'll be doing full-time here in just a couple weeks, I'm going to be getting caught up on all the shows so that we can start talking about them all. Because now I have time. Theoretically. Moonshine Pony wants to know if Axanar is still in the house. Axanar, if you're still in the house, let yourself be known. Professor Challenger says, I sent your Valentine's Day meme to my wife, and we're still together, JP. All right. I'm bringing people, you know, keeping people together. I'm not good at bringing people together, but I'm good at keeping them together. Oh, there's Axanar, still here. Mr. Bellamy says, Gordon is my hero for locking down the Kelly. Praise Kelly B. Yeah, for those of you who might not know, Scott Grimes, who plays Gordon, and Adrienne Palicki, who plays Kelly, are engaged in real life. They're getting married. Marriage is what brings us here today. So good for those two. They're going to make amazing babies. It's going to be great. Bill23799 says, no, never say now I have time. You'll drop off your glasses and not be able to watch any Orville episodes anymore. Oh my god, Bill, great minds think alike. I was gonna be doing that little bit right there, a little sketch in one of my episodes when I finally started doing full time. I was gonna do the whole little breaking my glasses thing. It says, no, finally there was enough time at last. It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm still going to do it. Spoiler alert. Eccleston's Angel says, nice Princess Bride reference, JP. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody want a peanut? I'm full of them. Cheyenne, JP's #1 fan, says, it's funny it's Valentine's Day and we could be out with other people, but yet we're still sitting here single as a Pringle waiting for the Orvilles. It's worth it. Yeah, it's Orville night. Other people don't matter. I went and did Valentine's Day last night just because I'm doing the live stream tonight. So there's no I was like, if whatever happens, I don't care if it's my own birthday. If it's on a Thursday, I'm doing the Orville stream. It doesn't matter. I don't care what else is going on. Nobody knows me on Thursdays, okay? Samuel Mum says, not sure if I may ask this, but Axanar got some bad press in the fandom. Don't get me wrong, I love Prelude, but how are things, and what does JP thinks? Well, I love Prelude Axanar, and I'm very much looking forward to the new Axanar that's coming out. What was that? In the fall, hopefully, I think the goal is. We're going to be talking about it. I actually got some Axonar stuff I'm going to be talking about hopefully in a couple weeks. Because I got some thoughts about Axonar, being that there's some new Star Trek news. So I'm going to let you guys know what I think about that. And at some point we are going to be having a live watch party here on Egotastic FunTime of Prelude to Axonar. And we're going to be talking to Alec Peters from Axonar. And you guys can ask him questions about Prelude and all that good stuff. Professor Challenger, what is your take on the Trekkies documentary? Oh, that Trekkies documentary, wasn't that done by Roddenberry Jr.? Can't remember who did it. Or was that Denise Crosby? Didn't they do part 1 and 2? Loved it. I loved it. But I watched that years ago. I have to rewatch it. Geolaw 1 said, oh, first off, Geolaw 1, thank you so much.
Now entering Glory Hole.
Ooh, cheeky. Geolaw 1 says we need some cameos from Firefly. Man, don't we need that? We need Jane on there, or maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson would be great because you know, he's the science consultant for the show, and you know, big friends with Seth MacFarlane because Seth produces Cosmos. It was Seth's idea to bring it back, hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Also, I was just thinking about this yesterday. Okay, Dr. Claire Finn, her boys are Marcus and Ty. Ty, of course, probably being short for Tyson, which is probably a nod to Neil deGrasse Tyson, you guys. Hey, Michael Canule, thank you so much.
Egotastic FunTime.
Somebody's knocking on a wall somewhere. Upstairs. Ugh, I hate these neighbors, man. I hate the neighbors. Thank you so much, Michael Canule. I appreciate that. All you super chatters and patrons are making it so that I can do this show longer. Full-time, going full-time. It's still scary. I'm not quite where I should be. You know, you should usually have more subscribers, you know, and views when you go full-time. But I'm like, no, we can do it. We can do this. So you guys have been helping out. I really appreciate that, making me less scared, which I really appreciate. Michael Kunal says, hey, JP, I just started The Expanse yesterday, and I'm on episode 5, down with Star Trek and Star Wars. I'm on episode 2. I haven't had time to go further. I got to the point right where the Martians saved our little crew there, and they're like, hands up, you guys are under Martian law. Oh, that's hilarious. You guys are under Martian law. And, you know, I'm hoping to get even more caught up this weekend. My goal is to get all of season 1 done this weekend so we can start talking about season 1. Ooh, John Wadsworth says Jerry Ryan as a member of Isaac's race as a Kaylon. Also, I think Brent Spiner would be an amazing Kaylon. Just their voices. Actually, all 3 of their voices. Jerry, Mark, and Brent, all, you know, with their really cool, smooth voices being Kaylons together. Also, a female Kaylon. Of course, there wouldn't be a female or male Kaylon, but they might, you know, to acclimate to humanity. Shooter McGavin, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You deserve 2 of them. No, you deserve 3. Yay. Thank you so much, Shooter. We need to make sure we are supporting the Orville by putting ratings points on the board. Easiest way to do this is to watch live on the Fox app now. Make sure you go into settings and allow Nelson's ratings tracking. Good point, Shooter McGavin. We got to get all the views that we can. So what I do is I watch it on, well, this week I'm going to be watching it on YouTube because I did the YouTube TV trial. So that's how I'm going to watch it tonight with the YouTube. I'm going to watch it on Hulu, and I'm going to watch it on Amazon Prime because I bought it. So I'm getting 3 little, you know, points towards the ratings there. And of course I watch it a few times because I got to do my review. Watch it, you know, even if you're going to play it on a device, just play it, walk away. As long as it's playing, let's get those points going so we can get season 3. I want it announced. I think we're going to get season 3, but I really would feel better if they announced it. Eccleston's Angel, thank you so much. JP becoming a Patreon next month. You rule. Thank you so much, Eccleston's Angel. I appreciate that very much. We're going to do this. The Orville starts in 10 minutes, you guys. Are you excited? And yeah, usually the live stream goes, you know, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. But yeah, I'm going to really try to cut it off at one point so that we can get it going. Gustavo Esmeralda, thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that, Gustavo. Miss Janelle, and I'm curious to see how future interactions will turn out. Oh, it's Janelle Tyler? Yeah, Janelle Tyler, the Krill lady? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking that, I mean, I don't know, but my guess is we're either going to have to work with the Krill in order to fight against the Choctaw, which is that race that boarded them in Nothing Left on Earth Excepting Fishes. Because the Choctaw, you know, screwed up that Krill ship. Apparently the Choctaw have some power. So they're either going to have to team up with us in order to fight the Choctaw, or Cassius is a Krill in disguise as well, and Janelle is going to come back to save us from him. But man, that would suck. I like Cassius. He's a nice guy. Isn't it nice to have just someone who's a nice guy? John Pelage. No, you deserve a better one.
Now entering glory hole.
Yeah. So late to the party. What's up, Donkey Hungers? What's up? Oh, that's another that's another soundbite I need to get. I call this one Hugging the Donkey. Cheyenne, JP's #1 fan, says, got to go get everybody ready for the Orville. To tell you, we usually go bowling after or go anyway. I got to go. Love you. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye, Cheyenne. Go watch the show. Go bowling. Go do something. Get your people and get to work talking about the Orville. Watching the Orville. Talking about the Orville. Loving the Orville. Tweeting. Sharing the Orville. We got to get this season 3 going. It's important. Because season 3 of the Orville means season 3 of Talking the Orville. What? No, I just love the show, too. I want to watch it. Oh, let me scan here. Ron Cook says, come on, guys. 311 watching, but only 114 thumbs up. Show some egotastic love. Come on, guys. We got better things to do. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate that. Agrias, thank you so much. Classic. Are you going to talk about the Game of Thrones? I will talk about Game of Thrones. I'm not the biggest Game of Thrones fan, even though I do appreciate Game of Thrones and I dig it. It just, you know, there was just such a backlog of getting caught up. But I do watch it in and out. So I'll probably be watching every episode this season. I won't do an entire breakdown, big reviews of it, but I will be talking about it for sure. Because I want to see how it ends. It's the last season, right? I watched most of last season. I can't remember who's alive or dead, but I remember that one dude ain't got no nards. Wolfman's got nards. This guy don't have nards. Zephyr Chan says, oh wow, I had no idea you're friends with Seth MacFarlane. Well, we're not friends, but he does follow me on Twitter, and as soon as he followed me, I unfollowed him because I was like, yeah, dude, that's hilarious. No, just kidding. But yeah, we follow each other. He keeps tabs on me. Probably just wants to make sure he can find me if he needs to kill me for some reason. Axonar says, smash the like. Smash it. Moonshire Pony says, by the way, you play any online games, JP? Any favorites? I still hang out on World of Warcraft. No, I couldn't get into World of Warcraft because I was too stuck on Lord of the Rings Online. I mean, I was on Lord of the Rings Online since day one. Actually, since the beta. Way back in the day, and I played that for years, and I actually had to stop playing online games because you know how they say they're life killers. They'll kill you because you don't have a life anymore because you spend too much time on it. That was me, so I had to stop playing online games. I went to console. I'm a PS4 Pro guy now. I mean, I've been PSing it forever, but all the PSs. But yeah, I don't usually play the online versions of stuff. I usually play story mode. And of course, we got Egotastic FunTime Gaming that is now being rekindled because I'm starting to have more time. So one of my other things I'm going to be doing all throughout the week, as soon as I'm not working at my job anymore, is the Egotastic Game Time channel, where we'll be doing some streaming, you know, exclusive fun streaming, gaming news videos throughout the week, you know, where I'm talking to the camera about gaming news and having an Egotastic fun time, and you know, highlights from my playing, because I also have the Twitch channel. Twitch will be the hardcore streaming, a little bit of special occasion streaming on the YouTube channel, Egotastic FunTime Gaming, and then that'll mostly be for news. I'll be doing gaming news and stuff like that. All those links for Twitch and the other channel are down below. You click on stuff, it's all gonna help me, you guys. Just gotta click, click, click. Mr. Bellamy says Seth is probably right here right now. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Very much doubt Seth MacFarlane's here. I'm sure he's got better things to do than look at my dumb face. Anthony G says, we who are watching your show are the Gilliacs. That's right, we're all Gilliacs. I'm the King Gilliac. Gilliac attack. Oh my god, where did that go? Okay, Bill Key says, I have 5 Horchars on Rune Totem, but haven't logged in since 2013. Oh my god, the fact that I get all those references. We're both very sad people. Eric with a K says, enjoy the episode, love you, bye-bye. Okay, 4 minutes until the Orville starts, you guys. Don't miss it. If you're going to watch the Orville, say goodbye, get my attention any way you can. And I'm going to say, love you, bye-bye. Cheyenne, JP's #1 fan, says, gotta go get the fam ready, love you, bye-bye. Actually, love you, bye-bye is probably, in all caps, is probably a good way to get my attention. Red 5 Porkin says, gotta go, Jaloja before the show. Always do that. As always, love your stupid show, bye-bye. Love you, bye-bye. Dragon88, time for me to watch the Orville. See you, JP, and stay cool, man. You too, you stay cool, and I'll be seeing you real soon. Just FYI, you guys, little hint there. Apple Crow says, just some Gilliac trash who needs to Jaloja. Dr. Scott Giles, Jaloja, all you cool Egotastic fans. JP. J-Loja P. 4 minutes to Wapner. Thanks for the shout out, Anthony G. Hey, thanks, John Palange. How to get JP's attention. Give him all your money. That's true. Anytime somebody gives me the money, they definitely get the attention. Without fail. If I haven't failed, take your money back. Muggles Cake Sniffer. This is actually a very important statement. I love participating in the live streams. I don't have money, but I can donate my time. That means a lot, Muggles. I am not kidding you. I appreciate that so very much. Time is worth more than money, right? Time is the one thing we're all running out of. Deep thoughts. Slime E101 says 2,500 subs. Let's get it to 21,000 subs by the day after tomorrow. What? We can do it. I've done it before. Kevin Scott 76 says, stay awesome, JP. Love you. Bye-bye. Love you. Ron Cook out for now. Thanks, JP, for what you do. Later on, Ron Cook. Man, you guys are being all nice and organized, filing out. I love it. Gotta go watch. See ya, Ray Wyatt. David Hutchman, thanks for the stream. Love you from Liverpool, UK. Bye-bye, Orville time. David, I hope that someday we get on the same schedule with these shows, you know, so that we're not 2 episodes apart from each other. Then we can, you know, all of our countries can come together on the live stream. All right. Well, hey, you guys are filing out right on time. So we'll just hang out. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about for a few minutes, you guys, and then we'll end this shiz, because I know not everybody can go watch it right now. Nelson says, later, JP. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it. Worthless Vid says, going to watch the Orville, man. See ya. Love your channel. Thank you. Jim Billings, I have to wait for iTunes to release it. No! It does make my Friday workday go a little better. Love the show. Keep it up from Arkansas. Awesome. Yeah, I was watching it on Fridays. I've been lucky enough to catch it the day of the last couple weeks. But then, you know, got to go to work. But I'm going to stay up late tonight. Get an early start. Early start on the review. Mr. Zed Blade says, thanks for crossing the streams. Jaloja. Frozen Owl, gotta go watch Kelly. Love the Kelly. Kelly, praise be Kelly. Man, you guys are so great. Tom Grant says, thank you, JP. I appreciate it. No, thank you, Tom Grant. Moonshine Pony, and in Spanish, Egotastico Diversión Tiempo. What? Mr. Bellamy says, I'm staying because I'm really your #1 fan. Okay, the Orville has started. Anthony G got to run. Watch the Orville to save the show. Bye-bye. Yes, go save the show. Dr. Scott Giles, I'm staying because this is so fun. Samuel Mom says, we won't get together due to time zones, but we can try. Time zones keeping us apart. Time zone after time zone. Time zone after time zone. Well, you know, maybe we'll do 2 streams that day. A morning stream for me and an evening stream for everybody else, the rest of us. So you guys, all right, the Orville has started. We've talked about stuff. We don't know what deflectors or shields means, how it, you know, comes into play with the episode. We don't know if it's time travel or if it's environmental simulator. We don't know who the huge cameo is, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to know who it is here in just a couple minutes. Lance Rice says, JP, you inspire Jaloja.
Jaloja!
Jaloja, everyone. So what do you guys think about, I'm going to be doing Talking the Expanse. Now, I can't, starting next week, I'm going to start doing, you know, designing the logo. You know, it's easy. Designing the official Talking the Expanse logo. Getting a little bit of, you know, intro stuff going. Because we're going to do it official. It's not going to be as official as the Orville. Orville is always going to take, you know, top tier as far as editing and all that stuff goes. But we're going to have a lot of fun. Because, you know, I'm going to be doing official series Talking Star Trek. Because we're going to have... Because I talk Star Trek all the time, right? So I might as well just make it an official series. Talking Star Trek, Talking the Expanse. We're definitely going to be doing an official series Talking Galaxy Quest, because that's coming up. I have to look. I don't know if the Galaxy Quest is coming this year. It might be. And then, you know, there's a million other things to talk about now that I'm going to be full-time, but that'll just be regular Egotastic FunTime. I can't be doing all these series, right? And keeping track of everything. So we're gonna be doing movie reviews, at least one a week. I'm gonna be doing reviews. This will be for like Patreon and stuff, the Patreon channel. I think I'm gonna do like some sci-fi review once a week, maybe probably not on Fridays, maybe Mondays. Maybe watch an old episode of Star Trek or some classic sci-fi thing or some random thing. Review that specifically for the Patreons. And we're just going to be doing tons of crazy stuff. And, you know, I got sketches, ideas. We're going to be doing the sketches. I got a song that I'm working on right now, an Orville song. I can't wait to get that finished. Can't wait to debut the Orville song for you guys. I'll give you a hint. You want a hint? If you want a hint, let me know you want a hint what the song is. Muggles Cakes never says a Galaxy Quest remake or a sequel. Well, it's a Galaxy Quest show for Amazon Prime. It's a series. It might be a sequel and a remake. It's not the same cast. It's not the same people. It's based on the Galaxy Quest idea. So it's probably just a full-on remake, but it's for TV, so it doesn't really count. It's, you know, as far as the movie goes, the movie's the movie, the TV show's the TV show. But it's being written and created by Paul Scheer, who's I can't remember what he's on, but he's on a million things. I think he's on that show, The League. He's one of the characters on The League. Anthony G says, I couldn't leave you, JP. I have the Orville on, but not going to spoil it. Thank you. Thank you for not spoiling it, because I want to be surprised, because I'm going to watch it here in just a few minutes. They are historical documents. Oh, they are from the historical documents. Aaron Hall says, wow, Mocklin ships are cool looking. Yeah, we've seen Mocklin ships before, I think. Not much. But yeah, they're big. They're forces to be reckoned with, because the Mocklins, their entire planet, their entire industry, their entire... the whole point of the Mocklin planet is they make weapons. They're weapons makers. So they make weapons for everybody. So they probably got some cool shiz and can do some damage. Yeah, Rick Healy says Galaxy Quest seems hard to imagine as a series. Well, yeah, I don't know how they're gonna draw it out, you know, episode by episode, but you know, maybe it's you know, I can imagine it being, you know, the same story as the movie, where there's the actors and then the aliens come, they think it's real, and then the actors are put into the ship. I mean, maybe it's just like, it's just continuing on where they just need to stay on the ship and stay in character for some reason to save humanity or something. I don't know how they're going to draw it out, but we shall see. Amazon has done some pretty good shows. I really like the new Tick show. Frozen Al says, I might try YouTube TV. What do you think so far? Well, I haven't used it much just because I've been busy and it's just a free trial. But really, I got it for the Orville, so I can watch it tonight. But it does seem really cool. I mean, it seems great. They got all the cool stuff. A lot of your favorite shows that you're like, oh, let me start DVRing these things. They already got them available. You can already watch the episodes, which is great. Very nice quality. The only problem I personally have is I have Amazon Fire TV, so there's no app on that TV to watch it on the TV. I have to watch it on my computer. You know, but if you have like Roku or Chromecast or something, they have the app. You can watch it right there on the television. So I would probably use it more if I had it on my actual television. Steve Pierce says, unless the Galaxy Quest TV show is a prequel, the TV shows they made that the aliens intercepted, I don't know. I don't think it'll be a prequel. I think it'll just be new characters. It'll be the same story happening to different people. It's, you know, it'll be more like a remake since it's going into TV mode. It'll be, you know, a TV series based on the movie type of deal. But it probably won't be the... I doubt the movie universe exists in the same universe, I guess is one way to put it. Alright, Agrias414, JP, I'm off for the night. I love your channel. I'm going to have an egotastic fun time at the florist shop tomorrow. Woohoo! Our slowest day of the year. I bet, right? But I bet you people that do come in to buy flowers on that day have their heads hung low because they're in trouble, because they're late. Please have something ready for me in the morning. Yeah, I think I will, actually. I think I might just have that for you, because I'm going to see you guys extra early. So yeah, and so those of you who stayed, I really appreciate it. If you're in, you know, time to do some plugs. If you're interested in the Egotastic FunTime Gaming, which is going to be going full force, it's going to be trickling in starting next week, but also it'll go full force starting in March 1st. But also Twitch is starting to almost get full force starting next week because I'll have more time. The Twitch link is down there if you guys are into that. The FunTime Gaming is down there if you're into that. I'll be doing more, you know, videos on the Egotastic FunTime Gaming. I'll be doing videos like I, you know, do for Star Trek, where I'm in front of my webcam here like I am now, talking about video games and, you know, showing some clips and stuff of, and some highlights or whatever, and also doing some streams on that channel that I'm not gonna do on Twitch. It'll be exclusive to that channel. So if you're into that, click on the stuff down there. Patreons, click on the stuff down there. The Egotastic tip jar that keeps the lights on. Click down there below. And if you can't click on any of that stuff, just hang out with me and watch my show sometimes. That's all I can hope for, really. That's all I really want. Eric, he, him, Azelle says, man, your VR video was amazing. I have to get back into the VR. I do have a hard time with VR because anything scary, I have a really hard time with. My brain just can't take it. So, like, I scream. I get really scared, even though I know it's fake, because my brain doesn't, you know. But if it's fun and cutesy, I have a great time, and I have some fun and cutesy games that I'm gonna get into, and we'll be live streaming them with the VR stuff. But when it comes to horror games, I'm gonna be doing non-VR horror games. Yeah, Eric, he, him, Azelle says, part of me just wants it to be all JP playing horror games in VR. No, you'll get tired of me screaming after a while. I'll probably break the diaphragm of my microphone. Rick Kelly says, who wrote tonight's episode? It was written by David A. Goodman. He's like one of the main writers. He's one of the main producers of the show as well. Mr. Bellamy says, I saw the Spider-Man game. Now I got to get it. Man, that Spider-Man game, Marvel Spider-Man for PS4, I don't know if they have it on the other consoles. It is the best damn game. And I'm actually going to be streaming it here again in a couple days because I did the Heist DLC, but all the DLCs come together into one big story. So I'll be doing the next one here, the Hammerhead one, in a couple days when I guess, as soon as I'm done with the Orville review, because I have to get that done first. That takes precedent. James Dodd says, JB, play Alien Isolation on stream. Yeah, Alien Isolation's great. That's a good one. But yeah, we'll be playing. I'll be doing another full Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough. Spider-Man, 8 Assassin's Creed, and then I want to get the new Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 just came out, so I'll be doing that. We'll be doing lots of cool stuff. Concerned Alec or JP, are you PS4 exclusive or do you Xbox One as well? I'm PS4 exclusive. I've been PS4 guy since PS1. So I appreciate Xbox, appreciate all that jazz. If I had more time earlier in my life, I probably would have all the systems. But I don't even get to play PS4 as much as I'd like. But that will be changing. I'll probably be streaming at least 3, 4, 5 times a week on Twitch, especially starting March 1st. But I will be streaming a bunch of times next week as well. Hanafi Din says, play the Star Trek VR game that now banned. I have that game. I have played it. I've streamed it before. And I'll be streaming it again because I still haven't finished it. I'm stuck on this damn Romulan level. But yeah, we'll be streaming it. Zen, thank you so much. Zen says, encourage people to use the free Amazon Prime Twitch sub to support you. I'm off to watch the Grand Tour, then the Orville. Nice, the Grand Tourville. That's what that night is called, Zen. Yeah, very good. Yeah, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you're allowed, I think, once a month to do a $5 subscribe for free to whatever Twitch channel you want. So if you want to do that, come over to my Twitch channel, click below, and you can give me your free $5 subscription that you are allowed to give for free. Cost you nothing. Give it to Egotastic FunTime on Twitch. Dr. Scott Giles says, yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Dune movie. Now, all these things that you guys are looking for that sound cool, like the new Dune movie, is all stuff I'm going to be talking about now that I'm going full-time here. And I'm excited. I'm super excited to start talking about movies. Which, by the way, I didn't talk about it. I don't plan on talking about it. But last night, because it was pre-Valentine's Day, I went and watched that new movie with Rebel Wilson. Isn't It Romantic? Dude, that movie was off the chain. I swear, it was hilarious. She, so it's a romantic comedy, but it's making fun of romantic comedies. She hits her head and she wakes up in a world where the entire world is a romantic comedy, and it's hilarious. So I highly recommend it. Nice. Anthony G says, not spoiling it, but your favorite ensign just showed up on the Orville. Nice. So that'll be her third appearance so far. She was in All the World's Birthday Cake in the background. We had her in A Happy Refrain. And man, tonight on Deflectors. I would put my Deflectors down if Ensign Turco came in. Oh yeah, Eccleston's Angel says, JP, how about Future Man? I am going to be talking about Future Man. I'm all caught up with the Future Mans. Just got to find that time. But starting next week, I go part-time for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to have a lot of extra time to work on the show, and I'm going to use all of it to work on the show. So actually, starting next week, we're going to get very egotastic. And then, of course, next month, super ultra egotastic, penultimate. Concerned Onlooker says, JP, get ready to create a ton of Twitch emotes because you're going to get a ton of subs. One suggestion, there needs to be a Jaloja emote. Oh, that's a good idea. Now, I do have an Orville badge emote that I made. That's on there. Because, you know, you got to do that first, right? So I do have an Orville badge. Bryce Stodd, oh, I appreciate that.
Egotastic FunTime.
Bryce Stodd says, what are your thoughts when the captain killed the alien when escaping the fishes? Not a great first contact. Oh, you mean, do you mean when, first off, it wasn't a great first contact. It all went awry. But don't all first contacts go awry? Kelly and Bortis tried to shoot their way out of that prison. They were shooting all them fools, right? Now, we just assumed they were real bullets, but also I didn't care at that point. They were being shot at. They didn't shoot first. They were doing sneaky Snake Plissken style, you know, Metal Gearing it out of there, and then all of a sudden, you know, the Jaloja hit the fan, and they're being shot at, and they're like, oh, plop, 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 plop. You shoot us, we shoot you. Also, my personal opinion, F them, that planet. I hate those people. I hope we never go back. But also, I thought it was more realistic. That's, you know, because this isn't Star Trek. Star Trek wouldn't shoot, I guess. Well, you know, it seemed hardcore because it was, you know, regular machine guns. But I remember lots of times, you know, phasers going back and forth on Star Trek. But yeah, that was not a good first contact. It might be the last contact. Rob Crawford. I want to see more of Jay Lee's character on the Orville. Yeah, you know what? Jay Lee hasn't... I know that he is going to get his due diligence this season. They all are. I'm really hoping, Rob, that we get... And I'm sure we will. I just don't know when or how. We need a real Gordon and John episode. The two of them on an adventure together, dealing with the situation together. We really need that. The fans are dying for it. I'm sure we'll get it because they know what the fans want, and they're going to give it to us. We still got a lot of episodes to go. Tonight is episode 7. We theoretically have 7 more episodes to go. Though I'm still holding on to hopes. Excuse me. Holding on to hopes that we'll actually have 8 more episodes. That there's just a little haywireness going with the IMDb. Oh, but not IMDb, JP. IMDb's correct all the time. They know what's going on. Oh, yeah? So I guess Halston Sage is in every episode this season, because that's what they said. IMDb is horrible. I am highly offended. James Dodd says, I followed Ensign Turco on Instagram because you kept mentioning her. Damn, she is smoking. Yeah, oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name. I knew her name for a day, but I can't remember the actress's name. But yeah, she's smoking. I hope they really, like, you know, turn into like a Yeah, slightly bigger. It seems like they're kind of giving her a little bit more of a role. I hope they give her just a little bit more, you know, where she's hanging out in the mess hall, you know, talking, having conversations. Maybe we find out something about her, like what her first name is. That'd be great. Herb Bluntman says, talking to Eccleston's Angel, Dune the movie is confusing because the book is so complex and it's hard to cram all the details in the book into a movie. Oh, that's for sure. Usually any movie that's made from a, you know, a epic book like that is just going to be the watered down version. But what else could they do, right? Like with Ready Player One, the movie was okay. It was fun. I liked it. It was totally different than the book because it had to be. The book was so detailed, so much stuff going on. They could never fit that into a movie. Moonshine Pony says, everyone have a good night. Have fun watching. Keep up the great work, JP. Thank you very much, Moonshine Pony. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Eric, he, him, and Zell agreed. I like her to be more than eye candy and a romantic interest, which is what she feels like currently. Not as much as she did in Mad Idolatry. Woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Rick Healy, first name is Jenny? Like the character? I don't know. Maybe tonight we find out. Scott Jones, or Scott Jones. Hey, JP, when do you think the Blue Cupid, I'll make another appearance? Oh, okay. Derulio, Rob Lowe. Man, I don't know, but it'd be great because the Rob Lowe episode is very interesting. That was the episode that I forgave Kelly, and then Kelly became one of my favorite characters. I forgave her because I'm like, oh, she was under a love drug, basically, a love potion. She couldn't help herself, and it was obvious that nobody can help themselves when it comes to Derulio if you get affected by the pheromones. So that was a great episode for me, even though it was just a funny episode. And it still has my funniest thing for me that's ever happened on the show is when Ed sprays that cologne when he's getting ready for his date with Derulio. He sprays that cologne and he walks through it. That was still the funniest thing, the funniest little moment of the entire series to me. And there's a lot of funny moments. Eccleston's Angel, JP, my headache came back, but you're making it go away. Thank you. Oh, well, that makes me feel great, Eccleston's Angel, but it also makes me feel bad because I do have to sign off here in just a minute. We're just having a good time talking. And you know me, you guys, I got to always plug all the links down there. Tons of links down there. Click on any one of them. Most of them do something that helps make this Egotastic fun time keep going. I'm nervous about leaving my job, but also I'm not nervous because I freaking hate that job. It's a dead end. It's a dead end. And it's been a dead end forever, and I felt stuck there. And you guys help me where I feel like I'm not stuck, where I can leave and try something different. Even if it's just leaving that job to get another job. You know, I felt stuck before where I couldn't even leave to get another job, but now I feel like I could. And you guys have no idea how important and how meaningful that is to me. But also, we're going to have an Egotastic fun time. Bill Key says Jefferson was unmarried with... Oh, Jefferson... Oh! I'm not even going to finish reading because I know what you're talking about. Don't forget Happy Days. She's on Happy Days as well. But yeah, I'm not even going to finish reading that. Bryce Stott, well done for digging yourself out of that hole. Well, you guys helped. Thank you. I've been working at it for a long time. Hope, you know, just not giving up, which was the biggest hurdle, because I wanted to give up 20, 30 times over the last 3 or 4 years. But I said, no, you're gonna keep going, JB. For the first time in your life, you're gonna not give up on something. And I really appreciate it. And it's all because of you guys. And on that note, the time has come. It's 8:24. And we have to end this. As much as I love hanging out, I do have to go because I want to go watch this show. Smash that like button, Axonar says. Rob Carver says, okay, JP, that's it. and I talked about it. Love you. Bye-bye. All right, so if we're going to do this, we're going to do this right, you guys. Okay, that's it. That is all I wanted to talk about today, and I talked about it. What do you guys think? How about you? What do you think tonight's episode is going to be about? Are they going to go back in time? Are they going to get stuck in the environmental simulator? Who brought Kelly that cookie basket? Ed or Cassius? Why doesn't she want them? I don't know, but you can let me know what you think by joining the conversation below. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and supporting my stupid show. It really does blow my mind, and it really does mean the world to me. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are egotastic fun times. Love you. Bye-bye.
Egotastic fun time, we're gonna have a great time. Egotastic fun time, give me all your money. Give him all your money. You will find it funny. Just give me money. I love money. Give me all your 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 money.